morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you all for attending our Sunday service this morning. So today I would like to talk about one of our doctrine of Shin Buddhism, which is it's Mon Soku Shin. It's a Japanese term. It's Mon Soku Shin, which we might translate loosely as the fastest way to gain the Buddha's teaching is the practice of listening. So, why does Shin Buddhism stresses on the practice of listening? I have spoken before about the four major ways of listening. So the first is to listen so that what one is told comes from the right ear and goes immediately out to the left ear. I think this is really common. And the second is to listen hard in order to remember the words that someone says to you so that you can use them yourself later. So actually this is called parroting. It is a way of accumulating knowledge without understanding what it really means. And the third way is to listen properly, but take in only what is convenient for you. And you're not listening to all the inconvenience. And the last way is to listen with the expectation that there's something to be learned from the conversation. Of course, the doctrine of Mon Soku Shin focuses on the fourth kind of listening. And this fourth kind of listening requires us practicing to try to cross over to the side of the person who is talking. And to, kind to open your mind to their thoughts. And it is important to practice the proper way that this doctrine recommends. But the fact is, we tend to, prefer the three other ways of listening in our everyday lives. And without trying to kind of cross over to the side of that person who is talking, we can, have misunderstandings and we may easily judge. And this reminds me of an interesting fact, which I actually recently knew. It is a fact of a snow cone, shaved ice, with various flavors, syrup on top. So there are red, purple, red is strawberry, maybe purple is grape, green as melon. So there's various flavors. However, it seems that the syrup used is all the same flavor. But the difference is just the color and the smell. So actually the taste is all the same. And the scent, the smell, the scent, and the color kind of fools our mind into judging the syrup as having the same flavor as the food. So it kind of the smell and the color tricks our mind and tells us that this is strawberry, this is melon. And from this, we can see how easy it is for us to judge as different things what are the same. And conversely, there are things that we think are the same, but actually different in words. For example, the word like pants in American English means like, jeans or suit pants. But in British English, it means underwear, right? And similarly, braces, braces are things you put on your teeth. But in British English, the word braces mean suspenders. And next is the word dummy. Dummy in American English is someone silly. But in British English, it actually means a pacifier for baby. So it can be, very easy to make the wrong judgments when you're talking to someone, even in the same English. And we can avoid such misunderstandings by listening with an open mind, and also with an attitude, a humble attitude, listening humbly. And listening humbly actually means that the action of listening is more like is passive, is passively, more than active. An active way of listening actually involves this strong ego self saying that I am listening, I am listening. So our sense of value will judge if what we hear is convenient for you, if it's worth to listen, or if you know better than that person. So the doctrine in Shin Buddhism sees listening as an opportunity that is given to learn, rather than forcing yourself to listen. So it's a passive, it's more than active. And it is important to kind of always remind yourself that there are other ways to see things. There's always other ways to see things. So you then listen with the expectation of learning something. What can I learn from this conversation? And there are times when you talk with someone and you have the same, you agree with that person, but also you have times that you disagree. And in such a case, you can learn something that you have not thought of. And you can gain information that you did not have, or you can see things from a new perspective, from a new angle. And this is the value of listening. This is the true listening, actually with this passive mind, always passive, receiving something. And it is, as the doctrine say that the fastest way to gain the teachings is the practice of listening. Please join me to us. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.